Hello, I'm Charles Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban Blake, underneath all of this stuff.
This is Two on the Aisle First Impressions, and tonight we're talking about Slave Play at New York Theater Workshop.
Written by Jeremy O. Harris and directed by Robert O'Hara.
Yes. And Slave Play is an apt name. I felt very much enslaved having to sit through it.
I went in and out with it, Charlie. I found some of it really exciting theater, and I found some of it really just didactic. But some of the imagery is amazing.
And they have mirrors all over the stage in case you miss anything.
There's three sets of
Interracial
couples and two interracial therapists who are trying to work through problems involved in a black-white relationship between both a gay couple and then two straight couples. That's the premise. But obviously it's not what the play is about. The play is about race in America, which is something that goes back as far as the plantation days. And
indeed, that's where the play starts, or so we think.
So we think. And then it turns out that it's a reality therapy, plantation therapy, they call it, where you go back to that stage of interracial relationships, whether it's the mistress wanting the male slave, or whether it's the master or the slave,
the foreman
wanting the female,
or the slave and the indentured servant wanting each other. All in all, it is tedious, and they make you sit through 2 hours with no intermission. And it doesn't really get very far.
I'm not going to agree that it was tedious. I actually found it quite compelling most of the time. And I really found the acting to be superb. The writing, it's a young writer, and so there's an immaturity to some of it, but there's a depth to some of it as well. And among the actors, and I really didn't know any of them except for Paul Alexander Nolan, whom we saw in Escape from Margaritaville, and this couldn't be more different. And his acting ability is quite exceptional.
Yeah, on the other hand, when I found out that he was from Escape from Margaritaville, I really started missing Escape from Margaritaville. I wanted to escape from this. Not much in the way of character. All right, somewhat in the way of character development, but play really doesn't seem to know where it's going, nor does it has an interesting message, an interesting concept.
It does.
But doesn't know what to do with it.
Concept. It talks about white privilege. The play is about white privilege.
No, it's
written by
not.
a black writer. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In each of the couplings, there is a white privilege element that is inescapable. And that's what it's talking about. Now, whether it succeeds or not, I
does not.
Saw it, to digest it. This is a kind of a chewy play where.
Well, we can chew on this
and talk about it.
Yes, on an upcoming Two on the Aisle. But find your conclusion.
I liked it very much.
I did not like it at all.
Okay.
And that is Two on the Aisle First Impressions.